Our planet teems with life in a breathtaking array of forms. From the towering redwoods to microscopic bacteria, life on Earth is astonishingly diverse. Making sense of this biodiversity is a fundamental pursuit of science, and at the heart of this endeavor lies taxonomy. Taxonomy is the science of classifying living organisms. It's like creating a vast library of life, where each organism has its own unique place. Through taxonomy, we can trace the branches of the tree of life, connecting the dots between seemingly disparate species. In essence, taxonomy provides the framework for understanding the vast and magnificent tapestry of life on Earth. Imagine trying to organize a library filled with books written in countless languages with no titles or authors. To achieve this, taxonomists rely on a wide range of characteristics, both external and internal, to differentiate and group organisms. External structures, such as the shape of a leaf or the number of legs on an insect, offer observable clues for classification. Internal structures, like the arrangement of bones in a skeleton, provide deeper insights into an organism's evolutionary lineage. Cellular structure, such as the presence or absence of a nucleus, helps distinguish between fundamentally different types of organisms. Developmental processes, like the metamorphosis of a caterpillar into a butterfly, reveal shared ancestry and evolutionary pathways. By examining these characteristics, taxonomists piece together the evolutionary puzzle, revealing the hidden connections between organisms. Taxonomy rests upon four fundamental pillars: characterization, identification, classification, and nomenclature. Characterization involves observing and describing the characteristics of organisms. Like detectives gathering clues, taxonomists meticulously document an organism's physical traits, genetic makeup, behavior, and ecological interactions. Identification is the process of determining the taxonomic identity of an unknown organism. By comparing its characteristics to those of known organisms, taxonomists can assign it to a specific group. Classification involves arranging organisms into groups based on their shared characteristics and evolutionary relationships. This hierarchical system, resembling a family tree, reflects the evolutionary history of life on Earth. Organisms with more shared characteristics are grouped more closely, reflecting their closer evolutionary kinship. Nomenclature involves assigning scientific names to organisms. This standardized system ensures that every organism has a unique and universally recognized name. Together, these four pillars provide the foundation for understanding and organizing the vast diversity of life on Earth. A historical perspective from use-based classification to systematics. Early attempts at classification often focused on the practical uses of organisms. Plants were categorized as edible, medicinal, or poisonous, while animals were grouped based on their usefulness for food, labor, or companionship. It wasn't until the 18th century that taxonomy underwent a revolution thanks to Carl Linnaeus. Linnaeus introduced a hierarchical system of classification based on shared characteristics, laying the foundation for modern taxonomy. His work, Systema Naturae, introduced binomial nomenclature, assigning each organism a unique two-part scientific name. The 19th century saw the rise of evolutionary theory, which profoundly impacted taxonomy. This new approach, known as systematics, seeks to classify organisms based on their evolutionary history. Systematics has revolutionized our understanding of the tree of life, revealing the interconnectedness of all living things. The hierarchy of life, unveiling the taxonomic ranks. Imagine organizing a vast library with millions of books. You might start by grouping books by genre, then by author, and finally by title. Taxonomy employs a similar hierarchical system known as taxonomic ranks to organize the diversity of life. This system consists of a series of nested categories, each more specific than the last, reflecting the evolutionary relationships between organisms. At the broadest level is the domain, which encompasses the three fundamental branches of life: bacteria, archaea, and eukarya. Domains are further divided into kingdoms, such as Animalia, Plantae, Fungi, and Protista. Each kingdom is then subdivided into phyla, classes, orders, families, genera, and finally species. This hierarchical system allows us to understand the relationships between organisms at a glance. The species level is the most specific rank in the taxonomic hierarchy, defined as a group of organisms capable of interbreeding and producing fertile offspring. Grouping life's diversity, examples of classification in action. The principles of taxonomy are best understood through examples. Let's consider the classification of two seemingly different organisms, the majestic lion, Panthera leo, and the humble house cat, Felis catus. Both species share several characteristics. They are furry, four-legged mammals with sharp claws and teeth, indicating their carnivorous diet. These shared traits place them within the same class, Mammalia, and order Carnivora. However, lions and cats also exhibit distinct differences. Lions are social animals living in prides and roaring across the African savanna. Cats, on the other hand, are often solitary creatures, perfectly content to purr on a windowsill. These differences place them in different genera, Panthera for lions and Felis for cats. By understanding the principles of classification, we gain a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of life and the evolutionary processes that have shaped the diversity of life on Earth. Taxonomy, the key to understanding life's tapestry. Taxonomy, the science of classifying life, is far more than simply naming and organizing organisms. By revealing the evolutionary relationships between organisms, taxonomy provides insights into the history of life on Earth. It allows us to trace the branches of the tree of life, connecting the dots between seemingly disparate species. Taxonomy is also essential for conservation efforts. By identifying and classifying species, we can assess their conservation status and develop strategies to protect them from extinction. Moreover, taxonomy is crucial for many other scientific disciplines. Medical researchers rely on taxonomy to identify disease-causing organisms and develop effective treatments. Agricultural scientists use taxonomy to classify crops and pests, improving food production and ensuring global food security. By continuing to explore and classify the natural world, we gain a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of all living things and our responsibility to protect the web of life for generations to come.